Hello, welcome back to another episode of Hand Driven. Here's our compression gauge. It's started. This week we are going to try and figure out, give me that, why this thing runs like absolute garbage. I've tried everything. Clean the fuel pump, clean the fuel lines, clean the fuel filters, clean the injectors, basically the entire fuel system. That's rocket. I wouldn't even call it a misfire. So like you hit the gas and the fuel pressure rises and it goes lean. Yeah, can't figure out why. We're going to do a compression check today because I'm starting to wonder if maybe my engine's actually hurt because I got a significant amount of blow by. So yeah, we're going to do a compression check. I figure I'd bring you guys along for the trip. For the record, I'm not a mechanic. Don't really know what I'm doing, but I do. Off rocket. Leave it. Go. Oh, almost. Alright, so I'm going to get started on cylinder number 1. So that's the front spark plug on the passenger side. This is a non-HO motor, so you do have to take your wires off. I know mine's 15426378. If you have an HO or a 351, they're 13726548. There's something else, you're on your own, because I probably don't know. I've got our spark plug out. We got our handy dandy compression checker thing, blah blah blah, and everything dingy doo doo here. Here's our compression gauge. Alright, so now that I'm pretty sure I got the right size on there, slide on down in here and sure not to cross thread it. So that was a weird one to get started. We gotta make sure we leave the ignition off when we do this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the car and crank it over. Make sure your ignition is off. You do not want your car starting. But if you don't have that option, you can go ahead and take this wire off your coil here. You can go ahead and take the center wire off your distributor cap. You do not want your car starting. I repeat, you do not want your car starting. I'm gonna crank this over and keep an eye on it. Let me know what it says. Moment of truth. So we're coming in at, I'm gonna do it once more. About 130, between 135 and 140. All right, so we're gonna take that out now and repeat through all the holes. I made a little diagram here so I could write down my compression numbers. Unfortunately, the second hole was down 30 pounds of compression. Hole number 1 was 138. Hole number 2 is 112. So while I'm here and I got the spark plug out, I'm gonna throw my scope down there. Hopefully there's no visible damage. If I had to guess, I know it needs rings. One thing that I always like to check is just make sure that all these little tips are on there good, so they're not gonna fall off. Make sure your camera's clean. And that looks horrible. It's like garbage.
What'd he say? Garbage?
Alright, so that hole looked like absolute garbage inside. I don't even know at this point. I'm gonna continue on and see what the rest of the holes say. Got our passenger side bangs checked. Number 1 and 4 are pretty good, but the 2 in the middle were questionable. So I pulled out my scope and yeah, I'm 99% sure that both of those cylinders have cracks in them. I'm contemplating on if it's even worth checking the other side. I haven't been getting water in the oil, but I have been having water dissipate. And I figured it was just because I use water, because I run this mainly at the track. But then last winter I forgot to pull the water out and put antifreeze in it, and yeah, pushed all the freeze plugs out, and pretty sure that I cracked the block when that happened because I'm an idiot. So I don't know. I'm gonna go let the dogs out, have a safety meeting, think about what I want to do, and I'll come back. Well, guys, I done blew her up, so I'm gonna send her to the race car heavens.
So you dance in light, heavy smoke. Have you fixed that treasured heart that's so broke? Here is a tape, follow me, give this a meaning. Do you wanna feel the rush when somebody is listening? Heaven is getting closer.
I don't know if you heard it, but yeah, she's done, bud. That was a sick burnout though. Sorry, neighbors. Oh boy. I'm gonna miss this car. Whoops. Sorry, neighbors. Well, that about confirms it. As you can see, there was a ton of smoke out of the tailpipes long before this thing started smoking the tires. Yeah, that sucks. But I don't know, I had a ton of fun with this car this year. since we Terminator swapped it. So I can't really complain because I put about 7,000 miles on this. Went drag racing, went drifting, drove it all over the place, and this is the unfortunate reality of hot rodding. You win some, you lose some. I hate to really call this one a lose because I had so much fun with this car, but who knows. Maybe I'll do a merch drop and try to raise some money and try to sleeve that block, because I never truly got to see what its true potential was. We got it running good, but not great. We were so close. But well, I'm gonna leave this sit out here till tomorrow, and I gotta go back inside. Finish stripping at 351 that we're gonna put in here until we get a block off our buddy Ben, Bill and Walt's hobby shop. So when Fox Lake Machine Shop closed down, I guess he got some of their goodies, and I think we might pick up one of his 302 blocks, and don't really know what the plan is yet. We're gonna put the 351 in there for now and maybe build a 331 stroker. I've wanted to build a 331 stroker since I was a little kid, before I bought this motor actually. So, but cool. Oh, I just remembered I have chicken on the stove, so I'm gonna wrap this up and go eat some chicken.
Boys and girls, enter if you dare. See the weird freak of nature. Even science can't explain it.
It's a really good show.
Step right up and witness this hideous mutant. Amazing, incredible, 4-foot man-eating chicken.
Hey look, a Cadillac. We're gonna go eat some chicken and start getting another motor ready for this junk. See you next week, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Right on, so there you have it. There's our new motor. Tune in next week. We're gonna clean this up, go through it, make sure she's ready to rock, throw some paint on it, and then see what else we need. And get ready to start pulling our motor and get ready to start stabbing it in there. Right on.